Hey guys, welcome. Mike Martinez, and today I got the pleasure of sharing the stage or the platform here, the video conferencing platform with Fred Nelson, a good friend and colleague in my public adjusting business. Fred is actually what we call a field adjuster. He's the guy that goes head to head with the insurance companies and argues, what he needs. Fred, I know you're extremely busy. I appreciate you taking time to share your knowledge with me today. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you for your invitation. Have a nice afternoon.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, Fred, we've been seeing a lot of changes over the years of what's going on with the claims, and in particular, just today or actually yesterday, I think we closed up a claim that unfortunately the homeowner had prior damage and did not disclose that. And because he didn't disclose it with his new claim, which was a sizable claim, maybe, between $15,000 and $20,000, he had to be denied for that because he didn't disclose the prior damage. You want to explain that a little bit so that people can understand?
Certainly. What happens is if you have damage that you cover up or conceal somehow so that it's not visible, or you use it to promote a second claim, then because of that fact, the disclosure, if you don't disclose it in the first place, then you're hiding or basically giving false information to the insurance company, which is a cause for denial. But if you hide it, then you're basically once again lying to the insurance company or covering something up that is a previous damage, and therefore it's considered ongoing damage. So both ways, either if you hide it and don't disclose it, or you cover it up so that you can add it to your new damage, both of those gives the insurance company cause for denial, and it's very hard to beat.
Yeah. I find it interesting that the insurance companies are constantly programming us that we're in good hands, that they're like the good neighbor, and that they're looking for, looking to eliminate mayhem and all these slogans that they got, right? Which kind of gives me the impression, and that's what they want. They want to give me the impression that they're there to make sure I'm protected, that I'm taken care of. Yet at the same time, they're also programming us that it's not good for us to put a claim out there, right? Do you find that?
Yeah. What happens is that the insurance companies are in a profit business. They're not there to, out of the goodness of their heart, pay people to cover their damages. They're there to make a profit. If they can cut their losses down by not paying out for a certain claim, or by paying a lesser amount for a certain claim, then that's a profit to them. So therefore, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to lessen their losses. And that's what a profit company does.
Well, Fred, what changes have you seen as far as for homeowners, and as far as the insurance companies paying the right amount? What changes have you seen over the years?
Well, one of the major ones it's easy to see is that more and more insurance companies are getting a certified roofer to say that he can repair a roof instead of replacing a roof. And that's not possible even through different training organizations or roofing organizations saying that it can't be done correctly. But what happens is you take one shingle out, you're loosening up 5 or 6 shingles around that shingle you're taking out. So if you slide another shingle in, how do you secure it correctly, for one thing? because it's secured above, your nailing is above the tabs. So how do you lift up a shingle above a tab without ripping the shingle or without damaging it in some way? And most roofing organizations say you can't do that. But yet the insurance companies are forcing adjusters to take them to arbitration to get a roof.
So in those situations, do public adjusters win in most situations, or what's the ratio you think?
I would say probably 85% of the time you're going to win. The adjuster, the public adjuster is going to win, but you also have the fee now for the arbitrator. And that fee could be anywhere from $600 to $1,500 or $1,800 or even more if it's a large loss. So there is the standoff. Do you pay that much and have the possibility of losing, but your odds are that you will win?
Now, when you talk about arbitration, is that something you got to go in with a strategy? You got to go in with a narrative. You got to go in with a plan on how you're going to win that. You just don't win it by saying, well, I'm gonna be ripping up 2 or 3 different shingles while I'm replacing that. Is that correct? In other words,
what you've got to do when you go in on something like that is you want to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. You have enough shingles there to show that there's damage to the roof that must force it to be replaced. You have to prove that the shingles are maybe brittle and therefore can't be lifted up because they'll continue cracking and damaging more roof. There's a lot of different things that fit into there. Also, that you're by not replacing a roof, you're putting more nail holes that are not covered up into the roof, that your existing roof, if you're just replacing shingles. Because now you have holes underneath that shingle that you can't hit the exact spot to re-nail a shingle. Gotcha.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you were to stand in front of a homeowner right now, or if you were to advise a homeowner that's looking at this video right now, that's thinking about, I don't know, should I get a public adjuster? Shouldn't I get a public? What would your advice be? Now, obviously, you are a public adjuster and you have a biased outlook for this, but what would you say that just makes it totally obvious that it just makes sense to get a public adjuster?
Well, there's many different areas. The first thing is that a public adjuster has the knowledge to what to say and what not to say to an insurance adjuster. Insurance adjusters are notorious for turning words around to make the claim not valid. Because of that, you want to make sure that the homeowner has a good chance that they will be tricked into saying the wrong things. And, about maybe accidentally making statements about ongoing damage, which will preclude the claim, about when the damage happened, possibly saying the wrong time, saying a day that, like you're going for a wind claim and you got a day that it had 2-mile-an-hour winds. You need the correct day that has a wind load in your area to cause a wind damage. You can't just select a day, say it was last Saturday, but last Saturday was calm, Friday was calm, and Thursday was calm. So you didn't, so that couldn't have been, maybe that's when you discovered it, but that's not when it would have happened. So there's a lot of different things like that. Or the main thing is that the insurance adjuster is looking to offer you the least possible. I just did a claim that the guy had a claim on the same item, which was a sewer overflow, which was caused by a cloggage in his supply line, or his actually discharge line, his sewer discharge line to a sewer main. He had a claim 8 months prior to the same thing. Now, if he made a incorrect statement the first time the insurance adjuster came out and he did not have representation, the insurance adjuster said, well, your policy has a maximum of $5,000 coverage for this type of. He had no idea where to look in his policy to see if that was right or wrong. But so they paid him $5,000 less his deductible, less depreciation, and he got like $1,000.
Wow.
The same claim should have been worth close to $10,000.
Wow.
And he did not have a clause that said he had a $5,000 coverage. But the insurance inspector or adjuster for the insurance company told him he did, and he believed the guy is telling him the truth. So he got $1,000 instead of getting $8,500 or $9,000.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy, man. If you're a homeowner and you're looking at this, I'm telling you, we work on a contingency basis, which means if we don't get you anything, you don't pay for anything. It doesn't cost anything for us to take a look at your damage, take a look at your claim, take a look at your policy. It doesn't cost anything for us to do that. So you're not losing anything. You're not gambling here, right? We go
Right.
out there and we look at your thing. We advise you if you want to move forward and use us, great. We're there to help represent you. And what that means when we say help represent you is that we don't expect you, like Fred was just mentioning, there's some times where they twist your words around. And what you got to keep in mind is that every single phone call you make is recorded. Every time you call the insurance company, they are recording the call. And ironically, believe it or not, if you told them, they could tell you right from the very beginning, hey, this call is being recorded. But when you're speaking to them, if you said to them, hey, I'm recording this call too, they would hang up the phone on you, right? That's just the way they do things. But here's the key thing. What Fred just told you is that they're going to try to twist things around. So when you give us the opportunity to represent you, we take care of all that. We take care of doing the phone calls. We take care of writing the emails. We take care of writing the letters of doing the arbitration, of doing appraisals, of going to court if we have to. We take care of all of that. If you're not experienced with that, you're going to be lost in the system, and the bottom line is they're going to win. So if you're looking at this and you got an issue, or over the last 12 months you've had an issue, you were denied, or you got paid but you weren't satisfied with what you got paid, again, we can look at that and see if you left any money on the table. We can look at that and see if that was a justifiable denial, or we can reopen it and get you some money. So pick up the phone, give either Fred Nelson a call, give myself a call, say, hey guys, I saw your video. I'd like some representation. I'd like for you to review what I have here. Fred, anything else you want to say before we close here?
Well, the biggest thing, and I think you hit on it, but you hit on it lightly, is that if we represent a client and do not give them an increase in their claim, in other words, a higher claim amount, then we don't get paid anything. We do not charge for us not supplying you with a better claimant and answer, a better return.
Right.
So I think that is very, that is why you would pay us, because we're going to get you a larger claim.
That's correct. That's correct. And statistically it's proven that that happens, and it happens at a very large number. I'm not going to quote that. Do your own research, but you'll see it happens at a very large number. What we get for most of our clients as opposed to what they get on their own. And we've done our own research. You can ask for that. You can ask for it from Fred. You can ask for it from me. If you ever call us, you could say, hey, I'd like to see what you guys have done for your prior clients. We, both Fred and I, work out of the Cherry Hill, New Jersey office. And in our office itself, we've made, an analysis of what we have been able to recover clients that were either initially denied or got paid but didn't get paid a lot. And some of the numbers are just mind blowing. They're just astronomical. So again, whenever you're in a situation where you have any kind of legal ramifications, you want to have representation. You always want, if you get into a car accident, you go for a lawyer. If you try to do this on your own without a lawyer, you're going to lose flat out. You're going to lose, right? They got lawyers. They got tons of lawyers. And the same thing happens with your home insurance claim. If you got an issue, if you got a home insurance claim, the representative that's sent by the insurance company works for them, not for you. We work for you. Both Fred and I work as advocates for homeowners. So pick up the phone. If you're currently going through a claim, pick up the phone. Let us look at it. Like Fred said, if we can't get you anything, we don't charge anything. If we can help you get some money, then of course there's going to be a fee in there, just like a lawyer. And if you've done a claim or you were denied a claim over the last 12 months, then give us a call also. We will tell you if you left any money on the table or if we can reopen the claim and get you some more money. Or if it was a justified denial. It might have been, right? So, Fred, again, thank you very much. I know you're very busy. I'm going to let you go, but I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule just to share some information with homeowners so that they can be better prepared. Thank you very much for your help, man.
Thank you. Have a great day.